Temple Cosmologies, Book of Mormon research and Mesoamerican sacred architecture in biblical context. What if the temples of ancient Mesoamerica and the spiritual traditions of the Book of Mormon share a sacred connection? For decades, researchers have explored the parallels between Mesoamerican temple architecture and the religious practices described in the Book of Mormon. The echoes of biblical symbolism, sacred geometry, and cosmic alignment invite us to reconsider the depth of ancient American spirituality. If you're ready to uncover how the temples of the Americas connect to the divine narratives of the Book of Mormon, subscribe to this channel and keep watching. The parallels are undeniable and profound. 1. Temple construction. Both Nephite and Mesoamerican temples reflect the cosmic mountain motif, elevated structures symbolizing sacred communication with the divine. 2.
Some of the temples that we found in Mesoamerica are laid out suspiciously like the Temple of Solomon, just like what Nephi says in the Book of Mormon. He said that when they got to the New World and built a temple, the manner of construction was like unto the Temple of Solomon, and the workmanship thereof was exceedingly fine. In Mesoamerica, among the different temple layouts that exist, there are several that share distinctive features with Solomon's temple, and some that are in the pre-classic Maya period that date to Book of Mormon times. For example, several temples have an outer courtyard for sacrifice, a main chamber, and then an inner chamber that only the priest could enter and represented the presence of the deity. The Temple of Solomon likewise had this concentric layout with increasing levels of holiness as you went from the outer courtyard into the holy place, into the Holy of Holies, which represented the presence of God. Several Maya temples also feature two prominent non-structural columns at the entrance, just like the Temple of Solomon. And even the Spanish noticed these similarities when they discovered these temples for the first time, such as when Friar Diego Duran noted that Montezuma decided to build a temple to his god, like the great King Solomon who built the Temple of Jerusalem. And to learn more, look up Book of Mormon evidence, Mesoamerican temples.
Sacred materials. The Book of Mormon mentions the use of cement. Helaman 3:7, a detail confirmed by Mesoamerican archaeological findings. 3.
This is the Johnson Humrick House Museum in Coshocton, Ohio. It's about an hour and a half east of Columbus, Ohio. So what you see here, these are called the Newark Holy Stones, and they were found in 1860 at Newark, Ohio, which is only about an hour east of Columbus. They were found in the burial grounds of an ancient mound builder civilization, which the United States calls the Hopewell civilization, who were here from about the 500s BC to about 400 AD.
Religious practices. Nephite temples, like Mesoamerican temples, served as centers of covenant, revelation, and record-keeping, reflecting shared spiritual priorities. These similarities hint at a deeper connection between the Americas and the sacred traditions of the ancient Near East. Here's the revelation. Mesoamerican temples were not just monuments, they were sacred centers of cosmic alignment, much like the temples of Israel and the Nephites.
It has the entire 10 Commandments inscribed on it in ancient block Hebrew letters. You'll notice there's a person carved here in the middle. It looks like he's wearing a robe and a turban on his head and holding a tablet. The letters above his head say Moshe, which means Moses.
The Book of Mormon's descriptions of covenant renewal, divine teaching, and temple symbolism resonate deeply with Mesoamerican practices.
Many people automatically dismissed it as fake because they didn't think it was possible for an ancient Hebrew artifact to be found in a North American burial mound that was a couple thousand years old, and they weren't aware that block Hebrew was a genuine written form of ancient Hebrew.
From chiasmic literary patterns to sacred record-keeping and astronomical alignments, the evidence suggests a shared sacred heritage that transcends continents. These connections carry profound implications. 1. Geographical alignment. The limited geography model places Book of Mormon events in Mesoamerica, suggesting Olmec, Maya, and Zapotec civilizations coincide with Nephite and Lamanite timelines. 2. Esoteric traditions. Both Mesoamerican and Israelite spiritual systems may have honored feminine priesthoods and lunar cycles, revealing suppressed traditions of divine feminine power. 3. Faith and inquiry. While no direct evidence confirms Israelite presence in Mesoamerica, the parallels between these traditions enrich our understanding of sacred cosmologies and divine purpose. The interplay of faith, archaeology, and sacred memory continues to deepen our understanding of ancient spirituality. The temples of Mesoamerica and the Book of Mormon share profound connections that invite us to explore our shared sacred heritage. At Reclaiming My Story, we are dedicated to uncovering the rich interplay of ancient traditions, sacred spaces, and divine purpose that unite continents and civilizations. If you're ready to explore the sacred geometry, cosmology, and spiritual depth of Mesoamerican temples and their ties to the Book of Mormon, like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we can bridge the wisdom of ancient civilizations and rediscover the divine connections that unite us all. The story of sacred memory is still being written. Let's uncover it together.
And as I mentioned before, David Wyrick had witnesses with him. They dug up thousands of wagon loads of dirt and stone, and at the very bottom and center of the burial mound, they found a wood coffin. When they opened it up, there was a skeleton inside that soon crumbled to dust, as ancient skeletons often do when they're exposed to air. There was a stone found with the skeleton, and when they picked it up, they could hear rattling inside of it when they shook it. And it turns out the stone was a stone case cemented together with something inside of it. They couldn't get the case open, so they cracked it open with a shovel, and that's when they found the Decalogue stone inside of it.